Time now for McDonald's schedule release. Extras presented by McDonald's Money Monopoly. This is a big deal, guys. The schedule is out. We already knew who everybody was playing, but now we have dates and times. Big deal. Dan Hanzus, Gregg Rosenthal here. We're going through the two luckiest schedules in the entire league. Which team has that? So, Dan, you're going to start here, and you're going with the team that was absolutely decimated last year by injuries.
Yeah, Murphy's Law took hold in Baltimore. The Ravens finished in last place. Not a typical place for the Ravens in the last 20 years or so. So what happens? Now they get a last-place schedule. They're out of divisions, so the NFC East and the AFC East. And then when you look at these schedules, you don't want to go too crazy. People go nuts with the schedules. But I like to look at the top of the schedule and see if a team has a real good chance to get out to a fast start, eliminate all the bad stuff from a year ago. Home against Buffalo, at Cleveland, at Jacksonville, home to Oakland in their first 4 weeks. I mean, that, to me, if this team is improved and has their help, they could be 3-1 or 4-0 even with that schedule. That's a great way to wipe away last season.
When you have 5 of your first 6 games against teams with sub-500 records from last year,
that's what you like.
have to do it,
and
right?
This is a team that's not used to having that schedule against some of the lower teams in the AFC. That can make a difference. It might only be 1 or 2 games difference than the Bengals schedule, for instance, but that can end up making the difference at the end of the year.
All right,
Gregg's
Gregg.
a schedule meister, by the way.
I know you came in with it, and you were looking at all the different teams, ruminating with it. So who is your team?
I am going with the Green Bay Packers. If you look
They need a break.
If you just look at the numbers and strength of schedule in terms of who they are playing, they face the easiest. But I usually don't trust all the numbers. I just look at the out-of-division schedule. The 2 divisions that the entire NFC North faces is the AFC South and the NFC East. And if you're asking me the 2 worst divisions in the league, those are the 2 worst divisions. So I would say the luckiest schedule, the entire NFC North has the luckiest schedule. But you know what's different about Green Bay? They don't have to play Green Bay. They don't have to play the Aaron Rodgers 2 times, so I think their schedule's easier. You also look early. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. Yeah. And you look at their schedule early. All right, 2 road games to start. Then a 4-game homestand. You know, that's just a 5-1 record to start. Who has a 4-game homestand?
Wow. You have the Jags, Vikings, Lions, Giants, Cowboys, Bears.
They weren't as invincible at Lambeau last year. I'll just throw this out there. But once it's a new season, everything changes.
Play 1 team with a winning record in their first 9 weeks.
The only thing that I don't like about their schedule, their bye week is week 4. It's a little early. I feel like it's nicer when you have it.
If that's the biggest flaw in my argument you can come up with, I'm right.
All right, you can check out all of the schedules. They're up right now at NFL.com.
I was right. You were wrong.